G'day, here's another edition of Kenny's Vlog, and today I am going to talk to you guys about fitness and exercise. I am in my 30s, late 30s, 38 to be exact, and this last couple of years especially, I've been feeling pretty sluggish, tired, not all the time, but these are at times, especially juggling work, kids, home life, that kind of thing. It's hard to find time to exercise. Thankfully, I love basketball. For those of you who don't know, I have a basketball court at home. I have a basketball court at work downstairs. It's my happy place. I love to shoot the basketball, and I think it's something that I've always enjoyed. I love watching NBA, and to me, basketball is like one of those kind of fitness things that isn't so fitness to me. It's more of a competitive thing. It's more like, how do I get better at shooting and having fun? And it's more of that social aspect as well that I really like, playing in a team rather than just doing things on your own. Going out for runs or going to the gym hasn't really been my thing. I've always struggled to be motivated to do that, but I'm starting to feel it as I get older. I have the sore backs. I sometimes struggle in the morning, or when you're picking up kids or playing with them and all that kind of thing, it's harder to get up. And my wife and I are always joking, like when we're even something simple as just sitting on the floor when you get up, it's like, oh shit, it's so hard to get up. It's harder to get up, and you're slower to get up. And for me, one thing that I've really tried to make a conscious effort is to improve on is my fitness. And what that means is basically sweating it out. Like, I play basketball now twice a week, and I love it. Like, it kind of keeps me going. You sweat it out, you work out, and it's really good. I find myself feeling a lot better when I am doing that. And if I skip a week for whatever reason, you really do feel it. Like, you feel like, for example, I got back from Thailand, was there for about 2.5 weeks, and I literally didn't do any exercise, just ate everything and slept a lot and relaxed a lot, things that you do on holiday. But when I came back, far out, I struggled so bad. And so that's when I was like, that's what prompted me to kind of journal about this, because as you get older, it's really important that you prioritize. Like, you really do have to do that. And not for me, it's not just basketball. Like, I'm actually working on my core, especially to strengthen my back. And what that is basically just doing a whole lot of push-ups. My son Tiger has kind of inspired me to get more into it more, because he's starting to get into it. And so that's a thing that we're starting to do. Like, every Saturday night we'll do sit-ups and push each other and push each other to do better and do push-ups. And we've got a chin-up bar at home, so even doing stuff like pull-ups and stuff like that has been really good. And I've definitely seen the benefits of staying fit, because it's not just about staying in shape and being physically fit, but it's also really important to be mentally fit. And I think, especially with everything that I have got going on with business and life and kids, I always want to stay sharp. I always want to have that energy, because there's nothing worse than having a shitty day at work and feeling crappy, and then going home and feeling so exhausted that I feel dead at home to the kids, and I don't want them to feel that. So it's been really important for me to kind of stay ahead and staying fit and staying in shape. Another thing that I've discovered lately is ice baths. If you were to ask me about ice baths 3-6 months ago, I would have been like, what a load of shit. I don't see the benefits, all that kind of thing. Oh, it's just for entrepreneurs, or it's just for whatever it is. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. And what made me try it was not so much the physical benefits, because you hear all these things like, it's good for muscle. When you're feeling sore, it's good for recovery. It's helps you sleep. All that stuff is good. But what I love about it more is that mental challenge, that mental conquer, and that's what I've been loving. Of course, it feels like the dopamine and all that kind of thing, and you feel like really energetic after. But there's nothing better for me than getting into that ice bath and feeling that pain and going through that pain and being able to conquer it. And it only kind of makes me want to up the ante and go even colder. And so it's something that I've started doing the last 3 months, and I've been loving it. I see the benefits. Like, I've been feeling so much better. I've been sleeping better. But not just that, like, it's one of those things for me mentally that if I can conquer that every day, or as much as I can do it every day, it's one of those things that my kind of goals and ambitions are achievable. Like, I can accomplish anything. That's kind of the mindset that I love. It's similar to like cold showers. I think cold showers is one of those things where you think it's easier, but I find it's actually harder. So if I don't have time to do the ice bath, I'll do the cold shower, and I love it. It's one of those things that, like, I'm standing there in the shower, about to go in, I'm about to psych myself out, but then there's something, a part of me that's like, oh, you go in there and you just feel like a beast because you're conquering something, you're feeling challenged, and you're doing it. And so I think what I always hear from a lot of people is, oh, where do you get the time to do it? You don't have time. But it's no secret that committing to the regular exercise actually does increase energy levels and enhance cognitive ability, and it can slow down the aging process. So it's one of those things, especially for me in my late 30s, approaching my 40s. Exercise is one of those things that you have to prioritize, and prioritizing that time for yourself, because it's not just about the physical, it's about the mental. And I say, if you don't have time, you have to make time. If you make time to exercise today, you'll have created more time for tomorrow. So that's my little nugget for all of you, is to make it a priority. Look after yourself. I love basketball, and even so much at work that I make it a priority to go down to the basketball court and shoot some hoops and get moving and get my blood flowing and all that kind of thing, and just work on it. And the basketball court is one of my happy places. I made it a priority when we built this warehouse that this was going to be the basketball court for me. I'll just take you guys downstairs here at the Light My Bricks warehouse. And when we built this place, this was the number one priority right here. It didn't matter, like, when we were talking about pallet fracking and where things were going, I told the builders, don't put anything here or here, because I wanted this as a priority. So this NBA grade dunkable, not that I can dunk, basketball ring. I've got the court lines, official 3-point line, and a basketball netting right there, which I haven't drawn. But yeah, I'm all about coming down here and having a shoot and working on my game and working up a sweat, because that's what it's all about. And that's it for me for this vlog. I'd love to hear from you guys what you thought of this one, and if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, if you have any kind of insights or learnings for yourself when it comes to fitness and exercise.